Okay, June 3rd. Oh, wow. Wednesday evening. Got home a little early. If I sound a little tired, it's because I was working. All right. Excuse me a minute. So, anywho, I had my table all set up here. And I had a plan. If you remember right, last time I came in, mixed up 8 ounces, which was probably way too much for the little bit I was doing. And decided that I needed a better plan not to waste when I am stopping. So before I start to fiberglass, I want some wood that needs to be waterproofed, ready to be, ready to be dumped on. And I had one of my 2 out here. I had that one up there that I'm not sure about the fit on it yet. And I won't be sure about the fit on it until I patch the big hole that's down there, and I hope to do that tomorrow. I did not do that today because I know there's this thing called a mixing board that works real good with filler. I'm going to say body filler. AdTech P14 is what I'm using on this fiberglass boat. Supposed to be the world's greatest stuff. It's probably just a overpriced thing of Bondo, but hey, if it's supposed to be good, I'll go ahead and go with it. I bought it. I did not get the mixing board, and the stores are closed and the bank is closed and tomorrow's another day. So I thought, well, I'll fiberglass tonight. I'll go get the mixing board tomorrow. But that one board was not ready to be dumped on. So I only had the one board ready to be dumped on, and I got in the hole back in the bilge down at the very bottom in one of the hardest holes to reach and started tabbing. And that's a start that I never thought I would get to, but today I finally got started on it. Put down 2 pieces of tabbing, and it went well because I was rested, and that was the first thing I did. But it didn't take me long to start feeling it, and knew that I could not stay in that hole and keep going wet on wet and layer on layer. I had to get out of the hole, which is the plan for those areas that are really hard to reach, because I don't want to mess them up. I'd rather put down 2 pieces and have to go in there and do a little extra sanding than to put down a bunch and get it all wrong. So I got 2 pieces down. I went hot on the MEKP. It's 75 degrees in the shop. Went hot on the MEKP, had the table set up out here, and I dumped what I had left, and I still had some left. I'm actually still wasting some of that last 8 ounces. 8 ounces would not put on the second piece. I had to mix up another 8 ounces, so I went through 16 ounces tonight, and I used what was left to waterproof this board, wishing I had them both ready, because that would have been real handy. I wouldn't have had any waste if I had both of them ready. Can't do the other side until this side dries. And I had them outside on my board. I'm getting bugs on them. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Had them outside on the table. Sawhorses set up. Walked outside, looked up, and seen what looks to be rain. Even heard thunder once. I said, well, maybe it's coming this way, maybe it ain't, maybe it's come to the ground, maybe it's not, but it is definitely humid. And because it's humid, I almost did not do this tonight. I almost said, heck with it, let's sandblast. But I didn't. Went hot on the MEKP, didn't use styrene wax. Got my fingers crossed that this stuff won't be a big gooey mess for 6 months, but I've learned that even if it's a big gooey mess for 6 months, eventually it will cure to a dry finish. Just means it might take a little while longer, but like I said, went hot on the MEKP, and I got humidity, which means I don't know what to expect. And I'm okay with that. I need to get a bolt out of this. Now, I'm going to take one. This one broke, putting it in. I'm going to take this one with me so I get the exact right size. Or the broken one. I see it laying over there. I might be able to find the other piece and just take both pieces and call it a day. That's the nut end of it. So, that being said, I will chop all these into little pieces in the morning and bag them up for disposal because I'm done with them. Don't think I will be using them anymore. Don't want to trip over them in my shop. These boards are in my way, and the cure for getting them out of my way will be to put them on the boat. So I got some work to do before I get them out of my way. But that being said, this is Wednesday evening. Got back quick. Got something done. Yeah, that's kind of nice. It feels good anytime I can walk in here and actually accomplish something I did. This caused me a challenge. Just for the fun of it, I'll go ahead and climb the tower here and give you a peek at what I've been doing. Down in this hole here. Way down there at the bottom, the hardest part to reach, there's a piece of tabbing across the back and in that corner. Did not go across the top or the middle or that corner or over into the other section. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to get very far other than maybe one more piece of tabbing on the top. But I think that's probably as far as I'm going to get until I get the transom actually glued in back here. I mean, on both sides, I could probably do that much on both sides. Then I'm done until I get the transom actually in so I can tab across all of it at the same time and get it right. So, yeah, coming right along. Am I tired? Yeah. Did I come in here rested? Yeah. Did I overwork myself getting in here? No, I felt good. Woke up about 7 o'clock this morning. And got back to this shop probably about 7 o'clock this evening. And I don't know what time it is now, but I put in some time and I got some things done and I'm feeling it. So at this point, I'm going to rest, relax, drink my water, and get a good night's sleep and hit this tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow morning, first thing I'm going to do is wake up and see what I want to do while I'm waiting on things to open. But then I got to go to a scrapyard and get rid of some junk. I got to pay a car payment. I got to buy a bolt, and I got to go to the bank, and I got a different bank, not the one that has my car payment. And I got to check and see if Menards is still running a sale on their shop rags. If you paid attention to any of my other videos, you'll know that my shop rags used to be $10 a box out in Devil's Lake. They jumped to 15, now they're getting 16 and crazy. They say there's 200 of these in here. They say they're Scots. This is a yellow rag. Strong, absorbent, more cloth-like to the touch. Good stuff. I like them real well in the shop. This boat will go through a lot of rags, and I would have bought 10 boxes of them in one shot. That would have been a $100 bill for 10 boxes before I ever got to starting on this boat. But the price went up. And when the price went up, I said, nope, I'm not doing it. I'll wait and see if I get lucky somewhere else. Well, the other day I happened to walk into Menards for something else and seeing they have a white box, 200 pieces, Scott's shop towels, $10 a box. Same towels? Don't know. Same quality? Don't know. $10 a box, 200 pieces. Going to go down and buy at least 1 or 2 boxes. And if I like what I see or like how they perform, and if the price don't change, I'll go back and buy 10 boxes one day. It probably won't be tomorrow, but tomorrow I at least want to give them a test, see how we do. This has been great. Nice, quiet evening here at the shop. Waiting on all this fiberglass to kick off and cure out and all the fumes to get out of the shop before I think about taking a nap. I might just use the off over there and leave the door open all night. I don't know. Thanks and have a great day.